You know, I'm super red because the green screen is all fucked up, but you know what? I don't care. I don't give an F. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care how the green screen looks. I'm gonna get my shit done. You know why? Because it's Dom Sketchcast, episode 21. That's what you're watching right now. That's what you're listening to right now. And you're a real one for being here. I'm gonna back down from no one. How is everybody? Sometimes I just like to get aggressive, you know, to get the energy up inside my body, to just get amped up for no fucking reason. You get mad. Your drawing's not doing what you wanted to, you just say, listen up, motherfucker. You pull that pasta pistol out, that spaghetti shooter, you just point it at your drawing, you're like, listen, motherfucker, you're gonna obey me. Your drawing will quiver in fear. Today I'm going to be working on a drawing a little bit. I'm going to be talking about some paranormal, or actually not paranormal, astronomical phenomena. I'm going to be reviewing your assignment submissions and giving you a new assignment for this week. It's going to be fucking fun. A bunch of nice shit is going to happen. You feel me, Sean? It's going to be nice. No one cared who I was until I beat my meat. You know, I just got to put that in your heads, my friends. That's been in my head for the past week. just the idea of Bane just sitting there weeping because he got caught masturbating. That's why. No one cared who I was until I beat my meat. He's sitting in Arkham, locked up for breaking the masturbation laws in Arkham Asylum, Gotham, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I'm animating this thing. It's an eyeball. It's an eyeball that belongs to a supernatural creature who I encountered today. I encountered this supernatural creature because maybe a few of you have seen this already. You probably have. It's big news. I'm downplaying how big this news is. That's not it. So you go to NASA.gov, right? That's the Aeronautical and Space Association. A big breakthrough is made. This is not even. I'm so happy to be able to put this on a show. And we're gonna blow this up. We're gonna blow up this image. A black hole and its shadow have been captured in an image for the first time, a historic feat by an international network of radio telescopes called the Event Horizon Telescope. The Event Horizon Telescope is basically like a bunch of countries got together, put telescopes on their fucking whatever, and they created a massive telescope to fucking get this image of a black hole and its shadow. This is the first time this has ever happened, and this is just bonkers. But what's more bonkers is this.
There, just to like they do the most of. There, just to like they do the most of. There, just to like they do the most of. There, just to like they do the most of. There, just to like they do the most of. There, just to like they do the most of them.
Yeah, so that's why I'm drawing this thing now. I got to capture what I saw, what I experienced. That's the only reason. I'd like to know what you all are working on. Let me know in the show notes. Even if it's nothing. Let me know in the comments. Even if you're a bum and you ain't doing shit with your life. But you aspire to be more. You know what I'm saying? You're aspiring to be creative. Maybe you've lost your passion. I want to hear about that shit too, because I'll address it. You know, your passion will wane. It will wax and wane, just like the moon. Just like the moon. Just like the beating of your meat. Your passion will go. And it will come back, Master Bruce. It will come back. And then we will do battle once more. It will happen. It's Bane giving you advice, all you sad folks out there who aren't creating. Creating has gotten me out of some of the worst moments in my life. Look at that eyeball. Let's get a loop. I'm using Adobe Animate right now for this. Ooh, that is ugly. Adobe Animate. Shout out to all of you who watched last week's episode and the clips associated with it. It was a good, fun app. I'm really enjoying this format, and I hope you all are enjoying this format. I feel like a lot of you are getting stuff out of it because we've been getting submissions. We've been getting your comments, and I've been seeing the way you all are interacting with this. I see you interacting with it differently from my previous content, and I think it's probably because of the same reason that it's making me excited, is that I'm trying to make an environment where you all feel comfortable to create more instead of just consuming, which I think is it's sort of the natural state of most content that we consume. It's usually like, what are you going to give me? How are you going to entertain me? What is it that you're giving me? Which is, I know that's how the world is and has always been for a very long time, but I think it's really important right now for creative people to really start kicking it into gear, because I mean, we might be in a golden era of communication and creativity, and I think that's bigger than us. It's bigger than how you're feeling even. Like it requires that we get past our feelings. Those are the feelings I've been having lately as I looked into the glowing orange eye of this black hole. It is mesmerizing. What if it's just a fucking eyeball of like a sentient creature, and we're just now witnessing it? Like, because this light is 55 million years old. So by the time we're seeing this light, it's 55 million years in the future now. So who the fuck knows what's there right now? What if in like 3 million years we look at this shit again and it's like the eyeball, it's like starts rotating and opening like some Uzumaki shit? Dude, come on, dog. It's just making my mouth dry, man. It's making me thirsty thinking about that shit. We're inside of a Junji Ito comic. He knew about it. Uzumaki is real. I get dragged away. If you don't know who Junji Ito is, you got to look him up. You got to look up the guy. Beautiful art. Beautiful, strange, dark shit. I think my favorite Junji Ito story, shout out to Vina Maluska from the last episode, submitted their work. But the Enigma of Amigara Fault is my favorite Junji Ito story. Just to give you a little teaser about it. Basically, this natural phenomenon happens. This unnatural phenomena occurs where you get this mountain and a bunch of people-shaped holes start opening up in this mountain, and they start investigating it, and it's weird because people start looking at these holes and being like, oh, I belong in that, and they just start getting into these holes and shimmying their way into the mountain, and it's like they're compelled to it. It's like they can't not do it, and that's just a little teaser. All right, so last week we had this assignment. Basically, the assignment was for you guys to not do anything for 15 minutes or do your art. You only had two choices. This is a tough one for me because I didn't know if I was supposed to get a designated time in the day. It wasn't that different for me because I don't really have a problem not making art for 15 minutes. I think I do have trouble sitting still for 15 minutes. I do meditate usually once a day. But Yeah, with this, I didn't really have trouble. I sort of reinterpreted this assignment, and what I started doing was I'd put my phone away for about 3 4 hours, which helped so much, and it really changed. I noticed my brain was activating in different ways because I was bored, like really bored, where like it's just my thoughts. And when I was a kid, I used to be able to just walk around in the backyard. This is pre-internet, young folks out there. I would just walk around with a stick in the backyard for like 3 4 hours, not really talking to myself, but inventing like these crazy elaborate worlds and all this kind of shit. And I'd play different characters and be jumping around in them, sort of like a top-down RPG, but if you're playing like 30 characters, like it's like Final Fantasy Tactics, but if you jump into their head, you're actually having a conversation and seeing a story with each person instead of just like numbered, like numerical values in a fight system or whatever. But that's kind of what it reminded me of. It kind of put me in that space, and that was really special for me because I'm trying to go back to that. I need more of what younger Dom had with being able to just walk around, talking to myself for 3 hours. I don't do that shit anymore because I'm talking to y'all. We're going to look at an assignment that was sent in by a guy, Tommy Tootsters.
He's ahead. I like drawing weird lips. And his name is Moltor, by the way. His name is Moltor. He's Moltor the Invincible, the Knowing, the Wise. Moltor the Wise. Yes, that's his name. I just like making funny faces. Funny looking, weird looking faces. I don't know.
Tommy, that was beautiful. Very beautiful. My recommendation to you is to chase this idea of what's his name? The wizard's name that I forgot. Chase this idea of him being in front of this bursting cloud. I don't know what that is. It's like a portal or something. I think that's really beautiful, and you kind of stumbled across some. I mean, this is great stuff, man. And whatever like this story is between him and his protector or whatever that's going on, I think you should write that down and just play with it. Like there's no right or wrong. Just like see what happens to these magicians or whatever. This week's assignment. I was in the record store and I picked up Siphon Filter 2. So that's what this assignment is going to be related to. This week's assignment is to get a game or a movie from the year 2000 or earlier. You're looking for a game or movie that you enjoyed from your youth. Okay? You want to make a 30-second video about it. That's 30 seconds max. It can be less, but 30 seconds is the max. If you want to share what you've made, send it to ask@domrabrun.com. I'll be looking through the entries, and I'll be sharing with you some of the ones that stood out to me on the next episode. I'll be doing this assignment too, and I'll show you what I did on the next episode. So I'm going to talk about Basquiat for the next minute. I'm going to talk about a Basquiat piece that I like because I want to. Skull from Basquiat. This is an 81. Skull with his Scull. I love when Basquiat misspells things. I feel like when I look at Basquiat work, I'm seeing animations in my head. I see it as a moving thing, and I feel like he would have been a great animator. But it's almost as if you look at his cheek, this guy's cheek, and it's like there's a door inside of it. Like you could just walk inside of this shit. And you look at the back of his head, it's like New York or something. It's like a window and all this stuff is happening. And in the meantime, the foreground is sitting there vibrating at you. Like fucking crazy shit, man. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for listening, for watching, for contributing to this, for letting me know how you fucking feel today, man. Y'all are some creative people. You're going to do amazing creative things. You got to be positive, fucking believe in your shit, and fucking put your foot down. Be like, yes,
No one cared who I was until I beat my mood.
What I look like, a valet?
Keep it, it's yours.